Hi there, I'm Tania Gabrielle, Wealth Astronumerologist. Happy New Year, happy 2016. This is such an exciting year of bounty and leadership and the greatest depths of love. So today I'll cover the extraordinary new moon in Capricorn on January 9th when the sun and moon conjunct Pluto, the planet of power. And this is really going to birth the moment of our royal code this year. So a lot to share with you. So let's start with the fact that 2016 is a 9 universal year. And the other two numbers in this year's code are 16 and 7. Now numbers 9, 16, and 7 comprise what I call the royal code for 2016. 9 is the final number of all the single digits, which go from 1 through 9. So it's the crowning number. And even when you look at the image of the 9, you see a big head at the top holding the wisdom and knowledge of all the previous 8 single digits that came before it. So 9 is the king, the queen of numbers. 16 is also a royal number. One of its meanings is a person with a crown on his or her head, and that crown is tested by unexpected shifts and sudden events, tests that require you to tune into your intuition to get instantaneous answers so you can rule. So this year you carry both the wisdom and leadership of the 9, the flexibility to adjust and shift no matter what, plus the third number in the code is the knowledge to bridge realities, and that's the number 7. 7 is the root number of 16, and 7 takes you to that moment of truth when you penetrate through the veil, right? You reach to the core. You reach to the simple message, the underlying reason for moving in any one direction so that you're completely clear. So this royal code means it's a remarkable 12 months of leadership, of wisdom, of using your intuition, your intelligence, and your wealth. So you'll have a lot of opportunities all year long to stand up for your values, to break free of old, useless paradigms, old programming you've accepted as the only way when it's now completely run its course. And this makes you so much stronger, so much more abundant and confident. And really you're setting yourself up to create miracles at will, to live with real richness, real abundance. This is the kind of fulfillment of just being in a place of courage, risking it all for joy and ecstasy every day, doing the absolute best at anything that you devote your time to. Anyone you come into contact with, you're at your best. So that's the royal code in action. And what a month to get us started, because January 2016 is a 10 universal month in numerology, the number of instant manifestation, and number 1 is the male, 0 the female, literally and figuratively. 10 is symbolic of love and light. So the straight line and circle, which make up the sacred geometry of the universe, 10 represents the 1s and 0s of our computer code as well. So really, anytime we're in a 10 cycle, whether it's personal to us or universally, we have the ability to manifest fast. So be sure you're super clear on your intentions because they will happen very quickly. Now in January, the 9 universal year is combined with the 10 for January. And that means 1 and 9 are wrapped up together in 1, all 31 straight days. So that's combining new beginnings, number 1, with endings and release, number 9. And that creates a lot of shifts. 9 and 1, birth, death, rebirth, endings, beginnings. So you're releasing and starting at once instantaneously. Now this is really remarkable energy, and it's reinforced by the new moon code as well, which I'm going to get into in a short while. So what makes the beginning of 2016 even more exciting is that January starts with all planets moving direct. All planets are moving forward. So this phenomenon began actually on Christmas Day last year, 2015, right during that last full moon we had at 11:11 a.m. on Christmas, when all the planets moved into direct motion with Uranus going direct that day for 11 straight days through January 4th. So symbolically, that means 2016 began with all systems go. A very rare moment indicating your life will move faster, there'll be more changes, a lot of forward momentum to keep us on our toes. Now, 2 powerful retrogrades precede the new moon, so let me talk about those first. The retrograde on January 5th is Mercury moving into stationing retrograde until the 25th. Mercury will be at 1 degree in Aquarius. The number 1, there we go again, new beginnings. Remember, we're in a 10 universal month, which also reduces to 1. So this is the final moment that Mercury will be in an air sign all year long. The rest of the retrogrades, which by the way, there are 4 this year, which is also rare, will be all in earth signs, which will really help us to manifest. So anyway, Aquarius is where this Mercury retrograde begins, and then it goes back into Capricorn. And so Aquarius is the sign of the future. So this is a moment for you to really share your aha moments about how you want to change things up, and the new structures you want to create, and the new leadership position you're taking in your life. So make sure what you communicate over these next 3 weeks is congruent with the changes that you want to have in your life. Now, at the moment Mercury goes retrograde, Mars is in a square with Mercury. Mars is at 1 degree Scorpio, and Mercury is at 1 degree Aquarius. So this is a very restless, fiery, passionate energy. So you want to take a big breath, because this transit could make you quite impulsive too, and impatient. So you want to be deliberate. You want to take a moment to think before you speak, especially if you feel yourself getting overly emotional or reactive. And then the second retrograde is Jupiter on January 7th, goes retrograde at 23 degrees in Virgo. That's the royal star, the lion number. It means completely shifting over the next few months while Jupiter retrogrades into your internal growth. So this is internalizing your opportunities. It's a very exciting time for healing, because it's happening in Virgo, acquiring inner wisdom, true happiness, right? Because true happiness really is internal. That's the happiness that will drive your decisions and raise your vibration. Jupiter is a really powerful planet. It's the largest planet in our solar system. It holds the light of truth, and Jupiter governs the law. And this would mean that Jupiter helps you stay true to your purpose. So the true underlying message of our 9 universal year is unconditional love. And so Jupiter in retrograde is really honoring that truth, to honor that unconditional love. That kind of love that's freeing. It's the most courageous and inspiring way to live and to love. Okay, so let's move now to the new moon. So the new moon is on the 9th of January, and it's at 19 degrees Capricorn. And amazingly, this date also adds up to the number 19. Now 19 is the Prince of Heaven number. It symbolizes the light of the sun, our inner confidence. And number 19 is made up of 1 and 9. So that 19 degrees is a powerful combination of what we're already experiencing. The 9 universal year, the 1 universal month. So this new moon is going to be a tremendous moment of awakening. It really is the birth of the year. Not only that, the sun and moon are conjunct Pluto. So that means they're right next to Pluto. Pluto, the planet of power, of transformation, your internal programming, your recalibration and release of that programming. So Pluto brings a rebirth, which enables us to step into a higher vibration. So this conjunction of the sun and moon with Pluto during the very first new moon of 2016, this is the royal code year. This is a perfect symbol of us governing our lives, being the queen and king of our domain. Remember, the new moon is in Capricorn, the sign of governing your career. So what better motivation to surge into what brings you the most fulfillment and opportunity and confidence this year. This is what the royal code all year is asking you to do, and we're being catapulted into it by the new moon. Now, joining the numbers 19, 9, 10, and 1 with the sun and moon and Pluto is giving us a lot of light and courage to release decades, even lifetimes of programming and vows, and getting clear on where we stand in our own power, feeling our way into that new royal code, and also healing from the past. And with Pluto at 15 degrees in Capricorn, sitting now right in the middle of that sign, you have alchemy and magic at your disposal, because 15 is the spiritual alchemist. That's what I call it. It's the magician. It transmutes energy. It uplifts you. It's magnificent. It's positive. It's healing. And so you're taking your royal wand now, and you're decreeing all that is so. You're declaring your intention. You're taking power of everything that has, is, and will ever appear and happen in your life from now on. Pluto in Capricorn also makes everything that's formerly hidden visible, and that may include how you're using your time. Since Capricorn is associated with Saturn, Kronos, the timekeeper, this Pluto new moon in Capricorn is asking you, well, let's take a look at that schedule of yours. How are you using your time? Is it really effective? Are you needing to adjust how you allocate your time to new things in a new way? Are you focusing clearly when you use your time? So remember, Mercury retrograde is happening also. Jupiter's retrograding, communication, truth, clarity. So this is a powerful moment when this is all happening at once, to acknowledge how you are approaching the structure of your daily work, your daily life, right? So Pluto is not only about power and deep cleansing. This planet is also about protection, and especially psychic protection. And the best way to protect yourself from energies that are distracting you or destructive is by raising your vibration to a higher and faster level. Vibrating higher will mean you will attract less lower energy people and situations into your life. Now, this new moon happens in Europe, Asia, Oceania, Africa on the 10th of January. Really early in Europe at 1:30 a.m. Universal Time. There's that one again. So no matter where you live, this new moon happens on either the 9th or 10th, which is again the number 9 and 10, right? And for all of you that it happens the 10th of January, that date is actually an 11 universal date. So again, we have two ones, double new beginnings. A series of ones and nines, no matter how you slice and dice it. Okay, there's another beautiful conjunction that's happening during this new moon with Saturn and Venus. They're merged together in Sagittarius. So here's the planet of reality and manifestation joining hands with the planet of beauty, pleasure, and love in the sign of opportunity and joy. So it's a beautiful, pleasurable, loving moment where you have an opening now to make one of your dreams or more of your dreams come true. So whether that's joining with a lover in a new way, starting a new creative project, doing something in music or writing or painting, traveling to a place you've always wanted to go, you want to take this wonderful opportunity to make something pleasurable, loving, and beautiful real in your life now. And the other wonderful thing about this new moon is that it creates a beautiful trine to Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is the bringer of joy and opportunity and fortune. It's the multicultural planet, the wisdom planet, and the planet of truth. And when Jupiter is also in retrograde, we've got all those qualities at our disposal to an even greater degree, since the expansiveness, the opportunity is internalized. So, the seeds of your life are being planted right now, and Jupiter's internal awakening results in a lot of big shifts for you over these next months, because most of the greatest moments that we create, the magical moments, they happen first inside, when the energy is birthed within you. So really, really focus on that. Now, overall, we're adapting and flowing anyway, because the new mutable energy is upon us. The cardinal axis, which began in 2008 and is now ending, we're now moving into the more flexible, open, changeable, fluid, mutable period for the next few years. So we're finding new opportunities, healing from old ways, old paradigms, and we have the openings, the flexibility, the willingness to actually go there, to rebuild and see things in a new light. And the way you know you're on track now is when you're not feeling any resistance from the person or situation that you're inviting into your life. So the key now is not to push, but to flow freely, not to demand, but to just be clear on your priorities, the structure you're looking for, and just allowing it to effortlessly, seamlessly flow into your life. So, staying neutral, right? Staying neutral allows you to welcome this beautiful new creative energy that's coming in this new year. So practice being royal. Always bring your best, your highest, most evolved energy. Bring your empathy, bring your wisdom, and you'll naturally attract the best people, the best situation. You will carry the torch of truth and love, and you will create something extraordinary. So take this birthing code, this amazing new moon, share this moment as if it was your only moment. Just live your life that way. And so thank you so much for watching. And in case you're new to me and my work, you can get a free subscription to my weekly forecast videos. They're delivered directly into your email inbox every Sunday, and they're a preview of the week in terms of astronumerology. So just click on the link in this video and you can receive your free weeklies. So here's to you having a wonderful creative birth during this new moon. Get inspired, feel the wonders of your code blossoming in new ways within you, and I'll see you for the full moon late January forecast soon. Goodbye for now.